And hello there everyone, welcome back to more Streaming with me, BogMod, as we try to avert a nuclear holocaust. Because that's what your average Caribbean dictator does. Well, I suppose technically speaking, democracy is at work in this fine nation. Technically. I mean, we do have elections. Oh well. One of the problems right now, though, is we are mightily poor. So hopefully a bit of more cash will fix that. Oh, there we go. I think part of what I need also, I think I might need another. I got a lot of Teamsters. I need more. Yeah, they are busily working.
Presidente.
Oh.
Tropicans await elections next year.
Yeah, they'll support me. I know they will.
Comrade Presidente, we may have won our independence long ago, but there are still others in this world that are under the tyrannical rule of the imperialist capitalists. I am talking about our brothers and sisters, the dolphins.
Poor comrade dolphins are a constant terror of capitalist fishermen. The imperious big dogs are catching all the fish and leaving none for our dolphin brethren. You know what? I enjoy moral superiority. So why
our
not?
relations with the great Soviet Union are now in the
How is my relations? It could be better.
Comrade Presidente, I come with that.
Could be a lot better. I will be honest.
Presidente, I have been holding delicate secret talks with our American friends in Big O.
Alright. Now what is it?
Sir,
Yes.
the USS
the nuclear
Battleship.
program. Right. Well, you know what? I can take my time. I have still a few different options to delay things with. And, research is underway. But what I do need, what I really need, is income. Oh, there we go. There's some positive
We've
income.
conducted thorough testing to identify the preferences of those.
Now then, let's see. Let's build a little more housing. There's a house. There's a house.
I am so furious.
Yeah. There's always rebel scum attacking. A little unexpected they'd go after here. I don't like that. I got my military drills. Everything looks pretty solid. What's my power at? 90 watts left.
Presidente, if you receive this automated message, then the worst has happened. American liberty is at risk.
Let's see. Rest assured, I will not go down without a fight. In the meantime, do everything you can to stop the invasion of the U.S. Army. Oh no!
I admit, fellow listeners, I am not one for
Presidente, if I have...
Well, you know what?
Should I call the U.S. president?
Let's call the president right now before hopefully he gets completely overthrown. And oh, my cannery! Poor guys.
Presidente, it's a real pleasure to talk to a true friend in these awful times.
Cruel. See, he's enlisted, filling out a mandatory customs declaration for every soldier enlisted for the invasion of Tropico. Well, it's 9 months.
Tropico.
And Dick move, guys. Dick moves. I'm gonna have to invest in some more militarization over here. There we are. Perfect. Military. Friendly military.
We have an opportunity to...
I'm quite popular. I don't think we need to worry too much about the election at the moment. There we go. Back up and running. Just how I like it.
The election results are in. Let me be the first to congratulate you.
Good news, Presidente. I defeated the U.S. generals who tried to take me down. They should have known better.
I like this. I've vanquished all of them in 12 consecutive boss battles. They're trying to hear all the details. So to say that speaking softly and carrying a big stick is more productive than simply speaking softly. Nice. Well, thank you, American President, for all that you are doing to help us out.
Presidente, we discuss...
Yay! Flight. Those going? Yeah, more research is useful right now. Dude in purple asking, what kind of battles are there? In this game specifically, well, sometimes you get the rebels attacking, and you get little army units that pop out of your various military buildings. They try to kill them. And you know what? Speaking of, we slap down one guard post right here, just in the middle of nowhere, to interrupt anyone attacking us.
An oil tanker and a stray narwhal were involved in a hit-and-run accident off the coast of Tropico. The tanker took serious damage while the narwhal fled to Canada.
There's worse places to flee to. Oh no, well, let's clean up the oil.
105 North Avenue, 52.
There we are, see? We'll just pour all this strange green chemical into the ocean. That will solve all of our problems. It's a nice, healthy... The oil is good for the skin of the fish.
Furious.
Oh, here we are.
I cannot believe what
Just
just
purple,
happened.
you wanted to see a rebel attack? Here's a rebel attack. Where are they coming from? Where are they hiding? There we go. There we are. See, they're attacking my guard towers, but I've got my military coming in to fight them. Lots of infantrymen. And, do I have tanks? Have I invested in tanks yet? I may not have invested in tanks yet. No, I appear to have no tanks yet. But it looks like I did quite well taking out the rebel scum. It's not really a commanded style of, yeah, you don't really command it per se. There we are.
Presidente, we can...
Alright, well, you know what, let's, yeah, let's actually, let's get to exporting that uranium. Because if you want to stop a nuclear invasion... Perfect. Perfection. Now the question is, where are my oil deposits? Some? But I don't think I have the power necessary. Oh, no, I do. Just don't have the money to get an oil refinery going. Alright. I need a little more. A few more jobs to open up, I think, for the people. Heglin Nation, welcome to the stream. There we are. Uranium mine all complete. And I will expand how much sweet, wonderful uranium I've got in there. Excellent. So how is the... What is... There we are.
Presidente,
Decent.
the oil spill has been cleaned up.
Ah.
We have been very hungover.
Good, good, good. The oil is gone. There we go.
Presidente. If I have... Presidente. Presidente. I have been holding delicate...
There we are. Oh, I'm going to do that option, actually, and I'm going to change my research. There we are. Because it really is important that I make sure that we can stop the nuclear invasion.
want to stash some of their missiles here in Tropico.
I think I'll be able to get that one.
Presidente.
Alright, now I will build my oil refinery. Right beside the police station, because of course that's what we need. And I do want to invest in some tanks. I think the best place to invest in tanks... Maybe over here? Yeah. Yes, that seems like a good idea. Perfect place for tanks. So I've got 27 months left before of the nuclear apocalypse. I think we're on schedule to avoid it. Let's see how my dynasty members. Sure. But I do want to invest in more upgrading my housing, though. It's gonna cost me a pretty penny, and it will probably lead to some homelessness. See, the tenements can store 12 families, while their modern equivalent only has 10. But the housing level is a lot better. You'll see, housing quality 45, 62. All depends what you want to spend your cash on.
Comrade Presidente, during the revolution...
I don't need gardens right now. In fact... There we are. 50 families given homes. That'll keep the people happy with the Presidente. There we are. Oil production underway.
The U.S. want to stash some of them.
The plight of our dolphin comrades is
dolphinarium.
great, Presidente.
Ooh.
Some of them have swamped...
I approve of that. More superiority and 20 grand. There we are, 43 months. Plenty of time to stop the nuclear holocaust. After all, I will be able to start building a nuclear power or a nuclear weapons thingamajig in a mere 6 months. Though I'm going to need more logging camps, apparently. I have run out. There we go. Available logs, 7,000 logs. 0 logs. Yeah, let's not worry about that. We'll just have to extract what logs there are and then move on. In fact, I'm going to build another... Oh, I don't have the money for it. Damn it! This is the map that just doesn't give me all the cash that I'd like.
Presidente, I encountered a hostile atom today. It was attached to a hostile punch, attached to a hostile arm, attached to a hostile lady. This was clearly a provocation. I have declared a war on all atoms. I propose we use neutrons to split their forces.
Penultimo, sometimes you don't have smart ideas, but sometimes you have brilliant ideas. But let's build another apartment first, before we split any atoms. And also, let's build another. I'm gonna build another Teamster's office right there. Perfect. So, what do I got? One open job. Hey, look! That's my tanks. Tropican tanks, stationed at the army base, are designed with top secret specifications. They can shoot pineapples out of their belts with deadly precision at an astounding 100 yards. I just hope that Penultimo was okay after being attacked by that hostile atom. Poor guy. Oh, we got some cash. How much cash do I need anyways? For the nuclear program. 36,000 of my fanciest dollars. Actually, you know what I'm going to invest in? I would like to invest in a Supermax prison of some kind. Yeah, I don't think I have one. Let's just make sure I don't. Because there's one thing I don't need, it's 2 prisons. Nope. Alright, perfect. Sumax prison, I'll just slap you right over... there. Yeah. Let's see, 29 months? That should be... that's 2 years. I think that's enough time. But, let's get the... oh, I need 21 grand for the Dolphinarium. That's not too bad, actually. Also, now exporting my oil. Which gives me some options.
Presidente.
Alright, let's build the Dolphinarium now. Things get too out of hand. There we go. There we are, and I'll slap a house right between the Dolphinarium, the pharmaceutical company, and right beside the army barracks. Prime real estate. Right, and now to save up for the nuclear program, I guess. Which means I'll need to hit about 25 grand before I can start building it. Because it only lets you go so far under. Oh, there we are. Nuclear program. And I've got 2 years to finish building it. That's plenty of time to build a nuclear bomb. Every dictator dreams of his very own nuclear program. It is a crowning masterpiece of his reign and a representation of his ultimate mastery over the fate of the whole world. Nobody is more disappointed than the dictator who found a piece of coal instead of a piece of uranium in his Christmas stocking. Ah, so true. So true. This game really gets the plight of the poor dictator. There we go. Produces logs. Output source is full. It should run out of logs shortly.
I was as excited as a schoolgirl when I learned that a
Presidente, a new era of modern warfare dawns.
Yay! We have the aircraft carrier. So yeah, plenty of time left to build the nuclear weapons program. It's almost complete too. Nicely done, my good Tropican people.
You did it, Presidente! Tropico and the world are grateful for your leadership, having prevented a war and all that. Plus, we now have a great big shiny nuclear missile!
Oh, that is a good feeling to have. A good feeling to have. Well, the world does not know of your heroic acts to keep the peace. But they are an ungrateful bunch of simpletons, so who cares? The important people know. The US President and the USSR General Secretary sent us telegrams of gratitude for your swift actions, which forced the military brass to avoid invasion and its consequences. In other news, Dr. Zweistein said he has found something wrong with the time-space continuum. But we should not worry because he will fix it. Boy, what will the future bring? Yay! All's going well. Day 0. Alright. We'll go to Fortuna.
Leon is alive! Of course my old friend didn't perish, but simply faked his own death to thwart his enemies. Ha! Exactly what I would have done in his place. My mentor's return was not incidental. The world is changing. It is a time of social turmoil. A time of rising concerns about pollution, fossil fuels, and nuclear power. A new energy crisis is looming, and Leon has returned to offer the solution.
Yay!
Greetings, old friend.
Ah, Leon Kane.
I faked my death to throw our enemies off track, but I can stay in the shadows no longer. I have come back from the dead to help the world in its time of need.
Humanity is headed towards destruction. Resources are consumed greedily. Most basic human needs are ignored, and the largest energy crisis in history looms on the horizon. Drastic precautions will leave the world shrouded in darkness. They are stockpiling energy resources, and you are to supply the most precious one. Export 20,000 uranium. Well, that seems quite simple. But first things first, let's get some edicts going. Oh, I guess I should get some research going. Modern. We'll get some stem cell research. A commuting program. We'll genetically modify our foods. Alright, there we are. So in this map, as you can see, things are nice and already heavily developed.
Officially over. Congratulations, we won! The USA and the USSR failed to annihilate each other, and everyone else in a global conflict.
Yay!
I'm putting that down as a win in my book.
I am too. Let's see, let's check my economy. It's alright. Could use a few more buildings of sorts. Well, then again, if we need a few more buildings of sorts, why don't I build them? Yeah, well, first of all, let's find the uranium mine. Your bauxite? Uranium, perfect. There we are. I could just go this way. Hey, is that another? Hey, it's 2 uranium deposits. Double uranium, double the fun. Slap a dock over there. And we'll slap down that automated mine. I suppose if I'm going to build an area over here, I'm going to need a few doodads to get things going. Like a metro station. Power. Ooh, but that reminds me. Oh, yes. Because of the era we're in, we can now start to build geothermal powers. Rather than relying on these filthy fossil fuels. And also, because I've got a nice friendly volcano, I can produce all the power I could ever need by slapping all my power stations over here. Good question, though. Do I have enough metro stations? I feel like I don't. Metro stations are fun because they're, of course, a way you get to pedestrians can go very quickly from one spot to another. Hello.
A new era of knowledge is upon us.
Alright. Ah, yes, it is a new era of knowledge and other things. I need to make sure that I have enough, where am I? There they are. Got the US and Russia. But there's still room for more. Where will I put these guys? Yeah, you know what? I think one right there. That's perfect. Slide a little road in there. And then I can build the other two. Yeah. Oop, not a bank. An embassy. Oop, and then I don't have enough money. Oh, no, I do have enough money for another embassy. Perfect. That'll give me all 5 embassies. Then I can have all 5 foreign powers being taken care of here in Tropico. Yeah, I don't need you anymore. Yoink! There we go. Teamster's office. Because somebody's going to have to carry all that stuff away. And we'll build a construction office for good measure. And then, you know, probably maybe a couple apartment buildings so that people can live near where they work. There we are. It's a good start, I think. What else? What else do people need? Oh, I know what else I can build. Probably need some police over here. So nobody tries to smuggle out my uranium. There you go. Put a little police station right there.
Presidente, look at these big, comforting letters. Obviously, they are big because they mean something important. Anything important would surely be written in big, nice-looking letters like these. There is nothing below them worth looking at.
Ah, fine print. More Constitution options. Unleashed! Unlocked, I suppose. Let's go with, no, that's fine. Manufactured goods up 10%. You know what, yeah. Oh, well, hold on. The citizens can research. No. Yeah, I'll take extra cash from the EU and the Americans. Because why wouldn't I? Now then, way over here, we're going to need another metro station. So that people can have the joys of traveling all over the world. And mostly, the joys of traveling around my country. I wanted to do a mortgage subsidies. Military drills. There we are. Tourist artifacts. We'll build another school. There we are. Let's see if I can... Do I have any magnets? Yeah, magnates, sorry.
Is it just hot in here, or is it the new geothermal plant on the island?
It's probably just
Neither,
you.
dear listeners.
Oh.
It's just the man of my dreams, who will walk right through the door any minute now. Dream man, if you are listening, get your cute butt up here this instant.
There we go. 752 provided by there. We consume 510, which means I can now afford to blow up this wasteful and smoky coal power plant. There we go. Ah, so much cleaner and nicer now. Although we're definitely going to want to build another one of those soon enough to help better
the
manage
is
things.
Alive.
Oh!
I may have doubted your loyalty to the Order, but our mentor assures me that you are still our staunchest ally. Even though we dislike one another, we are to work together once more.
Alright. A new threat to our plan. Eco-activists. They usually protest against the storage of uranium ore in open containers and such petty issues. However, our plans for extensive mining have unsettled their limited minds. Alright, so there'll be strikes on the island. In fact, they are now literally striking at the uranium mine. I will buy them off. Because money always talks. Now then, I will build that other geothermal plant I wanted to build. How are things looking economy-wise? Still more unemployed. I'll fix that soon enough. Why can't I... Oh, because I'm poor. It's like, why wouldn't it let me quick build you? And it was because I was poor. There we are. There, that should help us manage things. Now there'll be people. Got some more jobs going. More citizens arrived. Ah, here we are. So let's invite China. Let's invite the EU. And let's invite the Middle East. Because that is a country. And let's also build some more luxury goods. I think a chocolate factory is in order. Because who doesn't love delicious chocolates? I know I like chocolate. So let's build another wharf. And probably a supermarket wouldn't hurt right about now. So the people can be fed. I truly am the kindest of dictators. Making sure people can eat and other things of that nature.
We are as small dust motes in the grand scale of the universe.
Ooh, the modern
Fortunately,
apartment.
we can take it out on others and make them feel even smaller. Let's make the building so huge that our citizens feel small and insignificant. It seems logical to me that then we would become more significant and much larger than dust motes. Maybe as large as tennis balls.
Ah, I love how big he dreams. As large as tennis balls is the kind of thing I can support. And let's also build a fashion company. A fashion company to be built right beside the supermarket. Can I build anything else of interest? Right beside the church. There we are. Lots of jobs opening up. I'm still rich. I'm still very rich. Let's upgrade the college. What else? What else? What else? Well, more people striking. What are you missing? What do you have too much of? No, nothing. Should be no issue at all. What's your deal? I don't know what you're missing. You've got supplies of everything. Ah, well. Nothing serious I need to worry about, I don't think. However... They did want me to build a science lab, so let's build a science lab. Let's respond to the will of the people. And if it's science they want, it is science they will have. We'll just put it right by the uranium mine. That makes sense to me.
600 Northbound, approach 4 open 911 line.
Oh, chocolate. Oh, I can't talk. Must eat. Oh, milky goodness. Oh, more.
Apparently she likes that I have built the chocolate factory. If that's what they want, then that is what they will get.
Presidente, Tropicans await elections.
Yeah, I know they support me. Now, the question is, how much is it going to cost? Nearly $500,000 to modernize all of these apartment buildings. To make them big and tall. But as you can note, they can hold 16 families instead of a mere 10. There we are. We got the got our fashion company all done. Which actually does raise up a good point. There will need to be some sort of some more education. It's a nice high school right in there. There we go.
President,
here?
The world media is ablaze with threats from several terrorist organizations.
Ooh.
They all keep repeating the same 2 words.
Day Zero is a weird plan to end us all in a nuclear apocalypse. Alright, well. I have waste treatment plants.
Time to show the other world leaders who...
The Chinese have requested our aid in counting their population.
Alright. Shirts. They will use shirts to identify their people. Alright.
We have a new science lab, and just in time too, as my cocktail repertoire badly needs an upgrade. Maybe I can share recipes and experience with the big brains there. I bet they can learn a thing or two from me as well.
I'm sure they can. You're a very smart woman, after all. Now, where are my other schools? I know I had some. That's a church. That's a college. There's a high school. Interactive education modernization. That's what we need. That's what we'll need to make the people
President,
smart.
Flawed patent laws allowed us to discover hot water. Unfortunately, now we are in hot water, as every nation on Earth is patenting left and right to get everything else that is not patented already. Fortunately, the unfolding scandal has left foreign tourists with the impression that there will be hot water in their hotels and attractions, and we can use that.
Those fools! There's no hot water for anybody. Ha 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 ha! Alright, there we go. But this is good. This is wonderful, even. I can build some really impressive tourist destinations. Once I get more cash. Which reminds me, I should do some trade. We'll take some of that, and nope. And some of that. I guess that's all I can do. We're making pretty good progress towards our uranium goal right now.
Presidente, for the first time in my life, I actually feel the thirst for knowledge. This is so great that I want to share it with everyone.
Now we'll know how to sign myself with a P instead of an X. The more scientists like us, Tropicans, are on the path to knowledge, the more we'll find out about the universe. Very well.
Splendid, old boy.
We have an opportunity to...
Free office... Well, those are handy, actually, the office building. I'll get 2 of them that are free. There we are. Perfect.
The election results are in.
Upgrade my high schools. There we go. Now I should have plenty of jobs soon enough. Yeah. Uranium mining continues nice and comfortably. We're at 8,600 out of our 20,000 goal. Just to get my geothermal plant up to maximum productive capability. Then I won't have to worry about power for a while. Come on, money. Hello?
I received an offer from the Middle East. They are looking to sell, betroth a member of their dynasty to a new family.
You know what? Free dynasty members.
As the air was
I'll
warm,
pay for it.
all animals became quiet. A light shone through the skies, and La Chupacabra herself went to the crib and bowed to the infant. At least, that is what we will write in the history books.
I'll go with an environmentalist. So I got an environmentalist. He got a green thumb, so he's good with tourism. A general, a union leader, and of course me, the foreman. And all is going well in Tropico now. Let's not question about the strangeness of buying wives. It's not good. There we are.
Herr Presidente, there have been reports of prominent scientists being abducted by terrorists all over the world.
Science
I
lab.
don't have time to be abducted. I'm too close to perfecting my concept for a time-traveling apparatus.
I would prefer that he does not get
Everyone
abducted.
seems to have invented...
Alright, I'll have to build a second one. Very well. Which I can immediately destroy afterwards, because that completes the mission, but... Or the...
Presidente, I finally put my foot down and called a plumber in to look at the pipes in the palace. The plumber started crying several times while working, but he told me that it's a good thing I called him, or we would soon no longer have been an island. Apparently, we were losing so much water that the worldwide ocean level was dropping by 2 meters per day.
Well, the question is, of course, Penultimo, where was that water going? 'Cause that does not make any sense. Ah, but what does make sense is now I can enhance these guys. It makes them a whole lot more effective. Once I have the money for it, at least. And sadly, I spent a bit freely. Go on, money. Come to me, money.
Great giant tropical spiders.
Yeah, the rebels are grumpy. They're always grumpy, though. See, here's what I mean. I'll modernize my corn into a hydroponics farm. Isn't that nice? Isn't that shiny and new? Much more effective. And they take high school employees rather than illiterates.
I love Tropico at sunset.
A phony Chinese company is pirating our design and selling cheap copies of the t-shirts we ourselves sell.
Cheap copies of our cheap t-shirts? This is truly absurd. I will send Agata. She will stop this madness, I'm sure. Right, well, let's build. Ooh, first of all. There we are. I have to have college workers in those places. So, here's the plan. Pop! Now I shall build more cocoa. Actually, let's build. What else? What else could I build instead? Sugar. Sugar's fine. No. Cotton. Cotton. Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad pairing. Cotton there. Cotton there. And then the cocoa. There we are. Beautiful. The question is, what else do I fill this area with?
I am so furious.
Yes.
I cannot believe what just happened.
Rebels attacking. Of course they are. It's all they do. But I think I have quite the military force right now, so I'm not that concerned. Adrian Iglesias Albores, well, first of all, welcome, and as much as I would love to build a you-friend factory, that mod has not been put into the game quite yet. Well, I know what I can build, though. Instead, to maximize pampering, let's build a cruise ship. Right there. Perfect. Much better. And then I'll modernize a few more apartment buildings. There we go. Yes, let's build a new llama ranch. In fact, let's make a factory farm for llamas. Oh, it doesn't matter where I put it. That's even better. Put it right there. This will let me redesign the layout of this area a little bit more, which I do want to do.
Presidente, we have discovered the internet.
Ooh!
It was in the palace basement for who knows how many years. It seemed to work okay after I blew the layers of dust off it. For some reason, it seems to be full of cat pictures. And pictures of nude ladies and gentlemen, which I have taken to my office for further study.
This does sound like the internet I am quite aware of. Alright, but we can now do free Wi-Fi. Makes the houses and hotels better. Yes, as you know, President, to get online, you must either walk down to the basement where we keep the internet, or use that thingamabob called Wi-Fi. I'm still amazed how this Asian gimmick actually works. Should be getting tangled in cobwebs every time I decide to post a new mugbook status. If we supply the entire island with Wi-Fi, tourists will surely flock to the only island in the Caribbean where you can have basementless internet anywhere you go. And IT education. Yes, to help our elderly citizens get along with modern technology. See, Lesson 1, computers are not your enemy. Lesson 2, creating mugbook profile and befriending El Presidente. Lesson 3, how to prove that someone's wrong on the internet. Ooh, I should maybe take this class. Extra credits lesson, double clicking made easy in 12 simple steps. Yay. So now I want to build a road right there. Yeah, that's where I want to build my road now. Hello.
All hell is breaking loose, old chap. The international community is convinced that Tropico is supplying the terrorists with uranium, helping them build their doomsday device and perpetuate Day Zero.
I'm sure everything is fine. And I need to have 5 embassies, which I have. Solves the problem.
Hear me out, old boy. Why don't we invite the Pope to visit?
Sure, I'll invite the Pope.
Ambassador to China has
Sport pharmaceuticals.
You are like a good father to me.
Sure, we can decrease. No, wait. Actually, I don't want to do that. Abandon that one. I don't want to build more housing. Yes, this is good. This is great. I have a good feeling about all this.
All those poor, helpless animals cramped away in the new factory farm. This is an atrocity. Hey, El Presidente, animals are people too. You should release them into the wild. Yes, I know they're tasty, but if you fancy a steak, you should hunt it down like nature intended.
No. I think I'll just have it grown in my factories. And then I will eat it, and it will be delicious. It will be seasoned with suffering. The ultimate flavor enhancer. Alright, what else do I want to put here?
I am so furious. I cannot believe what just happened.
Yes. The rebels are attacking. They're always attacking. Get a grip, man. Yeah, I think another one of those will do well. Maybe a... No, not a mansion. I know. Put a couple houses. And I will put in a metro station right there. And, for good luck, a little tiny garden. How's the battle going? It's going quite well. All of the rebels are killed or captured. Good. I need to invest in some more. Dr. Shaman Jr. says, penultimate always makes me laugh, and it's time to crush the rebels, to set an example. Yes, penultimate truly is a treasure of the Tropican nation. What's my power output at right now? I've got lots of power still. Plenty that I can be using to make sure everything is modernized. Yes. Yes. Now it's going to cost about only 300,000. I'm slowly whittling that number down. Oh, I know what we need. What I should build over here. I need to build cathedrals. And what else do I want to build? I want to build. Right. A hospital. Put that hospital right there. Jet-powered gliders for the hang gliding club. Yeah, things looking pretty nice. Still some housing issues. It's mostly good. Actually, I should upgrade over here first, because that'll increase the profit that I get out of these offices. Yes. I do have a lot of apartments, don't I? Which reminds me, I need to build another metro station. Right over here. For all these people to have easy access to transportation around the island. Yes. And I don't need lousy apartments near my palace, so let's modernize those.
As you know, Presidente, we've been trying to improve flight conditions on the airplanes bringing tourists to Tropico. By keeping the livestock out of the crew compartments, requesting personal hygiene from the flight attendants, and placing seats in the planes, we managed to double flight enjoyment.
Brilliant! They're almost as comfortable as modern airlines are. Oh, we're very, very, very close to finishing off our exporting of uranium goal, which I'm very pleased about. I can build another dock. I can. Excellent. Let's do that. But I still need to build more of those cathedrals. I'll put it off. Instead, let's focus on something more fun. Can I fit a stadium in here? No. No, not with that llama factory in the way.
We have been played. Presidente. I have uncovered a massive conspiracy against Tropico, and it appears that your mentor, Leon Kane, has been playing a double game.
Gasp! Altered shipping manifests, bribed captains, customs officials, fake trade agreements. I don't know where to start, but it turns out that practically all the uranium we've been mining has channeled to terrorist groups across the globe. We've been perpetuating Day Zero all along. Awkward. Well, let's stop sending out that uranium. There we are. Luckily, I've only got the one uranium mine to destroy.
So, is this to be where our ways part? You were always a bright student. I will not try to convince you of the rightness of my actions, but will instead tell you my plans and let you judge them for yourself.
So, for centuries our order was steering humanity, trying to prevent it from destroying itself. But we have failed. The world is falling into corruption. We have devastated our civilization, our planet, ourselves. Only options are fresh start to the Day Zero. So your solution to saving the world from utter destruction is to destroy the world. I'm not sure I approve of this plan. It's a little loud for my ears.
My fellow human beings, on my command, multiple nuclear devices are at this moment being deployed throughout the world. The end of the world as we know it is inevitable. And this is a good thing.
No, it's not.
Why? Look around and ask yourselves why. 3 billion people live in poverty. More than 2 billion are without a toilet. And what is the world's most popular topic? Images of cats.
But those cats
the
are
cure
adorable.
I offer is destruction. Like the mythical phoenix, a better world shall rise from the ashes.
Will it?
Prepare yourselves for Day Zero.
Well. Ooh. Back to the past. Research key technology before you run out of time. Can't we save the world from our mad leader? Well, ex-leader, I suppose.
Day Zero. No, he's not named after you, Penultimo. He's named after the end of the world. Leon Kane, the man I called a friend and mentor, wants to end us all. Was he always insane, or did I miss the moment when he snapped? Leon believes the only way to save the world is to destroy it and then rebuild from the ashes. A hard reset for humanity.
I don't think it's a good idea.
That he is smart enough to succeed and possesses all the nuclear weapons he needs to achieve his goal. We have but one chance. Abraham Zweistein and his crazy time-traveling gizmo.
All right. Time travel. Of course.
The world is about to end, but we can still save it. Just not this time around. The answer is quite simple, actually. We must travel back in time.
All right, so we have 3 possible options to travel through time. A time vehicle, a time portal, or a time jump. Let's see. Nothing says style like stainless steel automobile. You can just cross to the other side. And the time jump. Jump very high and hope to land in the past. You know what? I think I'm going to stick to the time vehicle this time around. I like to mix it up whenever I play. Dude, the purple raises a very good point. If he nukes all of the people, he will also kill all of the cats. And is that the kind of world any of us would want to live in? I say no. No, it's not. So, just going to quickly hand out a bunch of edicts. Because, you know, that's how you... So you always start things off. Alright, well there's a start.
As the new debate between the nationalists and the globalists rages on, I am putting myself firmly in the second camp. I welcome everyone to the beach and Jolly Roger, regardless of age, sex, ethnicity, religion, or even surfing skills. The only requirement is that you are cool or good looking. Or both.
Alright. Robert Slattery, welcome to the stream. We are trying to travel back in time now to stop a apocalypse. So first of all, let's see. Plenty of jobs right now for the modern era. I don't need you anymore. I don't need to have a nuclear program right now. But I do need to switch my infrastructure around to that of friendly geothermal power plants. Luckily, geothermal power plants, they can kind of fit almost anywhere you want them to. As long as you got the space. And then I can get rid of my coal factory, or my coal mine.
Banks are the only good thing in this evil, evil world. Banks keep the world afloat.
Oh, alright. That seems to make sense. Let's upgrade our education facilities. There we go. Modernize all of my tenements to proper apartments. Good, a good start, a good start. Train the infantry better. Oh, Robert Slattery, that is a terrible joke. I'll allow it, though. He says, the fact that geothermal power plants fit anywhere totally rocks. It's horrible, but I'll allow it. Oops. Oh, well. Let's make that priority. Get that power fixed for that shortly. I might go over to this side of the island and make a tourist destination over here. That seems a viable option. Yeah, you know what? I think that's a good idea. The USA sent me 10 grand. Thank you, United States. Thank you. Put some metro stations around the island. So we can get around quickly. But storage is full. Alright, well, it's easy enough to solve. Let's have a little more cash. What do I need? Another Teamster office. Another dock. Yeah, that should be a good pairing, I think. Start with the Teamster's office. There we are. And then we'll build another dock right over there. Put some apartments. Yeah.
Presidente, look at these big, comforting letters.
Perfect. Ah, yes, that reminds me. I do need to invest in some more embassy locations. Actually, 2 embassies right here by the palace seems like a decent location. Now that I think about it. Just trying to... Before I build the vehicle factory, I kind of want to get my island up to modern standards. It takes a bit of work to upgrade these places. But it's all worthwhile in the end. There we are. Build another embassy now. Oh, doesn't quite fit. Where else would I want embassies? You know what? Yes. Let's build along there. Perfect. 3 more embassies. So, now I've got 600 power out of you. So I think that, yes, I can now pop this and we'll pop that. I like to keep my coal mines, any actual non-renewable resource, I like to make sure I drag out as long as possible. Like that. I don't need to export uranium right now. That would be ridiculous.
I can sense your hatred, my young apprentice. Why are you
He sounds
angry
very
at me
Sith
when
there.
it is the world that is broken? I have been preparing you for this from the very start. Come, join me, and let us cleanse the earth with fire, and from the ashes we will create a new world, a better world. Join me.
I will never
So,
join you.
It is treason then. Have it your way. I shall scorch the earth and leave your tiny island for last. When, and only when you and your little Tropico are naught but ash, will day zero dawn.
He's gone full supervillain on us. Full and complete supervillain. Okay. I've got a dolphinarium. Yeah, so let's finish upgrading the geothermal plant. Power supply. Ooh, right. Supermax Prison. I need to upgrade this definitely. One of the big things is it automatically arrests crime lords and rebel leaders, which can be very advantageous. There we are. Upgrade my dynasty a little bit. Let's do some trade. That reminds me. Export oil. There we are. And perfect. Now I can invite all the other countries to hang out with me.
A new era of not.
Ah, the science, of course. Of course, the science lab. Where would be best suited? And also, how much do I need? 22 grand. All right, so I'm a little broke. Robert Slattery asks if I've decided what my next Crusader Kings 2 game. I have a very good idea what I'm going to do next for my next Crusader Kings 2.
Tropicans await elections next year.
Now that you bring it
They
up.
wish to show their everlasting love and respect.
I plan to play probably a little more Europa Universalis 4 first. And possibly first. I know there's both CK2 and EU4 have expansions coming out soon, which I am looking forward to.
We are as small.
But I'm thinking of actually doing a next time I play Crusader Kings 2, I'm leaning strongly in the direction of the Game of Thrones mod, which I think could be a lot of fun.
As my father used to say, ignorance is...
Comrade Presidente, during the...
Build a national park, huh? No, I can build one of those easy. Yeah, national park built. Oh, and I got a fair bit of cash now. Perfect, I think, for a little more residential. Hold on a second. Oh, I see what happened. I see what went weird there. Dude in Purple says good night, and good night to you. I'm going to go, I think I'm playing for another 15-20 minutes, though. Personally, I'm in no rush quite yet to finish. Let's build, though, I think, the chocolate factory. It is a shame that my last Spanish king didn't get his immortality. Yes, I agree. It would really have been an epic way to finish things, but I'm still happy with how everything played out in the end. Ah, yes, let's finish upgrading you guys. Cannery. Income is good. You've definitely seen how I get some big spikes when I sell goods.
We have an opportunity to influence the outcome of coming election.
Blackheart Stream Jr. recommends the World Stopped Making Sense mod.
I can't talk. Must eat.
The election results are in.
There we are. I do need to build my bank still.
I am so furious.
I should be okay on the rebel front. I've got plenty of infantry. Speaking of, I can still upgrade them into modern infantry.
Great giant Tropico.
Ah, they blew it up. You animals. Is there a rebel leader here? There he is.
No.
Rebel leader. Rest. To jail with you, rebel leader. Which should help counteract the effects of, or diminish the amount of rebels I have to deal with.
Presidente, for the first time in...
Splendid, old...
Not sure where to put this. You know what? Over here. Perfect place for a couple offices.
Presidente, flawed.
And let's put in, I did want to do that, education. So let's slap down that high school. Now, how much does it cost for me to modernize all of these buildings? A mere 300 grand. That's not too bad. Any other edicts I'd really like to do? Organization. I need a hospital. Oh, I don't have a hospital yet. Well, that seems a little... that seems like actually a rather large mistake on my end. Perfect. Hospital right by the science lab and the geothermal plants. It'd be great. Alright, Black Energy Salmon Jr. What? Oh, what? Is in the world stop making sense mod? I'm curious to know, as I haven't settled on what exactly I want to do.
Everyone seems to have invested too much.
Modern science is pretty good. I have no problems with it. Now, how's my jobs? I got 27 open jobs right now. It's a decent number. We got more places being built. That'll take up more jobs soon enough. Both required rich. Oh. Then I need to put in the mortgage subsidies edict. Now you just have to be, yeah, there you are, well off to live in that modern apartment. Or I could drop the budget and you got to be poor. But I'm going to leave it at well off for now. I think it'll fill up still. Anything to get people out of those shacks.
Sir, I bring great news.
To your vacation, well rested and literally bursting with ideas. Ooh, a free building from the welfare and media category. A free cathedral. There we are. We'll put the cathedral right by the high school. All the religion you could ever want in this little neck of the woods. It's May 1994. Yes, I do need to modernize things a little more.
Means, ladies? Cute duck.
Presidente, I finally put my foot down.
Ah, the hydroponic farms. Good. I also want to upgrade those.
Those Yankees are really breathing down our necks.
Alright, build 2 military buildings, eh? It's not too bad, actually. Especially since guard towers count as military buildings. I want to get this just right. I want to blow up just that one little guard. There we are. So you can put in a metro station. I do love how you can get just right in there in these places. See everyone scuttling around doing things. Hey, that was a rebel. Follow the elevator up if I wanted to. Whee!
The President of the U.S. is facing defeat in the next elections.
Sure, we'll start a fake war. Why not? What's the worst that could happen? Just before I start that fake war, though, I'm going to build another kind of military. Let's build a defense headquarters. Just, you know, just in case. Actually, I think I have that placed backwards. Oh! Oh, well. Is what it is. We got flak vests now. They're heavily armed. I think I almost want to build a second, in fact, I think I will build a second cannery quite shortly. If I'm doing so well that the first one always gets filled up. Yeah. What's that saying? No Inquisition? Gotta keep those, the Protestants out. Protestants were actually EU4, not CK2. Modernize my hydroponic farm. How's my power at? Okay. I'm gonna need another big old power plant, it looks like. Yeah. Alright, that's fine. That's no problem at all. Let's build another power plant over here. Right there. To supply more power to the region. Now, what do I want to build in this chunk? What did I want? Alright, I wanted to build another cannery. So let's just do this. There you go.
I am so furious.
More rebel scum, eh? Nah, I've got them. Oh, there's even some rebels over here, it looks like.
Presidente, we have discovered the...
Which one are they attacking? Oh, one of my poor pineapple plants. Poor pineapples. See, they're just standing guard, making sure nobody gets it. Come on, guys. Give it your best shot. I'll shoot you dead. Or at least I try to. They do weird pathing things. Where they keep changing their minds and they're like, no, no, let's run while we're being shot rather than shoot back and other odd things like that. There we go. Come on, guys, shoot back! And then they have weird things where they won't shoot back, cause them to get killed. That's rather silly. Cause of death, violence. She was unemployed, but she was filthy rich. I'm not sure I understand how that works. There we go. This place will make all the corn output that I could ever want. Which is a lot of corn. In fact, enough corn. I'm going to build another Teamsters.
great giant tropical spiders, Presidente. We have a crisis, and we have to act.
Ah, we've seen how well that I can handle the rebels, Penultimo. There's no need to fret. So do that. Then we make sure my hospital can take care of all the people that visit it. There we are. This entire chunk is now properly modernized, with the gifts of things like hot running water and electricity. And my cathedral can have a whole lot of visitors now. Yes.
What ho, old chap! Did you know that the EU is giving huge grants for green energy? Now, technically, Tropico is not in Europe, but I'm sure they'll overlook that tiny detail.
Alright, 12 months to build a wind farm to give me moral superiority and a reward from the European Union.
Oh, Presidente.
I'll hold off on that fake invasion for now, but I will build the wind farm. Over there. Or then I will get rid of it afterwards. Sugar. Let's modernize my sugar. And build another sugar factory. Well, there we go. Another hydroponic farm for sugar. Upgrade my barracks. Make sure my tanks are all up to date. Yeah, they're doing pretty good. Still want to get those banks. I don't know where to even build them. Ooh, actually, I could build them right by my hydroponics farms, perhaps. Let's take a look at that. That's an option. One bank. 2 banks? It fits perfectly! Oh! Our salary says, another sugar farm? What a sweet idea. Ugh. The puns. They hurt my soul. Alright, well, I'm gonna blow up this tobacco factory, though. Or plantation, I guess.
You have reached the European Union Reward Center. Your call may be recorded for quality assurance purposes.
Ooh. I'm gonna take the green subsidies. For a free 20 grand, and then I'll blow up the,
As you know, Presidente.
And I'm gonna blow it up. Ha 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 ha! Suckers! Oh, which reminds me. Back to my edicts for a moment. Free Wi-Fi. The IT, the government, and then the tobacco. Perfect.
Splendid, old boy. Tropico is most certainly becoming...
There we are. Thanks. I don't know what happened. A bit of a glitch. This is apparently a bank now. I'll let it slide.
Mr. President, according to my
The luxury entertainment building, eh? Yeah, you know what? Why not? I've been wanting to build one of these anyways. Don't have enough money, though, for the stadium I want to build. Alright, I'll wait. I'll wait patiently. There we go. Right there. And, you know, let's stop a metro station right by the stadium. Because, of course, we will. People need to get to the stadiums somehow. There we are. 2 tobacco farms. Open jobs, 62. High school jobs. Well, people should get educated more then, I guess.
Mr. President, it seems that
3 waste treatment plants. Well, you know what? I've been wanting to build some anyways to cut down on the pollution. Sadly, something Tropico is being ravaged by, I'm sure.
despite the bank's benevolence and responsibility, the unthinkable has happened.
How could the banks have lost everyone's money? Actually, I could blame the rich? That doesn't sound right. Blaming the rich? No. Blame the poor? Maybe. Foreign interference. No, you know what? If I've learned anything from history, the correct response when the banks are losing all their money is to blame the poor.
It's every man for himself, except that we need the banks, and we need the wealthy.
Ah, there we are, see? We should support the rich and let the poor feed on their scraps. Of course. I don't see how this could possibly go poorly. You know, I wonder if I could fit another waste treatment plant in there. Nope. No, I can't. Can I build one over here? Yes, yes I can. But where? Where? Let's build one there. And... We'll blow you up. I'm gonna build another waste treatment plant over here. Oh, turn on the cash. There we are. Oh, come on, stadium. You're almost done. In fact, I'm going to build a couple houses right here. Because, of course, who would not like to have a house literally right by a stadium?
I cannot believe what just...
Oh, rebels. Stupid, stupid rebels. Do I have... Oh, I know what I need. I know exactly what I need to help deal with the rebel scum. An aircraft carrier. There we go. Yes, perfect. See? An aircraft carrier. Scared away the rebels. Output still full.
Ogling that hot, muscular football player down at the stadium? Me too. So back off. He's mine. But you can have his friends. Not the one with the chiseled chin, though. I'll keep him as a substitute.
There we go. And we'll upgrade. We'll modernize my llama pens. Well, I suggest that I build the giant laser next. Well, I can build a giant laser. It's definitely an option. So I think now that I've got a stable economy, I've got plenty of extra spare income coming in, it is time to invest in building, in finally getting that vehicle factory underway. I need steel and bauxite. Yeah, but slap it down there. And I guess that means I should import some steel and bauxite. Steel. Bauxite. There we go. I'll import steel and bauxite, and I can go to my vehicle factory and I'll build vehicles. Yeah.
You have reached the European Union Reward Center.
Yay! More cash, thank you.
Presidente, Tropicans await elections.
Let's see, what's making people unhappy in my country? Food, eh? Apparently, I have some issue about not eating enough. I know. We can fix that. With supermarkets. There we go. With an El Prez action figure even. That'll help feed 150 people. Which will get that being pushed up. Entertainment's still low, but I mean, I did just build the stadium. Saturday points out, it is a very strangely laid out country. Llama pens, right by the hexagon, right by coffee plantations. It's how we roll sometimes in Tropico.
Wunderbar! Now we have to develop my flux capacitor. It is what makes time travel possible by incapacitating the natural flow of time.
Interesting. So, I just need to generate enough research in less than 20 years, or it'll be destroyed by Leon Ken. Alright. Hello?
Mr. President, we have been invited to speak at the European Environment Expo. It is a perfect opportunity to squeeze more green money out of the EU.
Let's see. The European Environment Expo, or E3, as is dubbed, is a choice for wild parties and beer babes. Alright, let's send Caroline BogMod, the environmentalist.
Middle Eastern leaders wish to...
Hotel, sure. You know, I'm going to build. I'm just going to touch up on the military a little bit more. I'm going to put this guy over. And there. I'm going to build another guard tower over here. And another guard tower over there. And then I'm going to let the US invade me. I know, a crazy scheme. But I think it'll all work out. What could go wrong? Coffee, coffee, coffee. Coffee? So what is this? Cotton, eh? Alright, well I'm just going to explode that cotton factory. Well, cotton plantation, but That has a negative historical connotation to it. Here we are. A modernized, more compact version of the plantation. Probably invented by the same people who invented the Chua. They like to miniaturize things. That they do. That they do.
Mr. President, your dynasty member has returned from Eth.
We have an opportunity to...
Now, I am going to finally start to build that tourist chunk. I'll need a dock. No? I need a dock? Really? Why won't you let me build a dock along here? Oh, there we are. Up there. Okay. That's what the game decides. That is what the game has decided. Alright, well, it's a start. We can slap down an electric substation and a metro station.
The election results are in.
And they wanted a spa hotel. There we are. We'll put spa hotel right there. Of course. We'll also need some entertainment. Couple beach sites. And we'll use this as kind of my section. On this side is where I will have
Did you know that human hair, eggshells, and spiderweb are some of the strongest materials on Earth? More importantly, they are cheap.
Ooh.
Using other futuristic materials such as the skin of one's teeth will allow us to build
a free building. Ooh, let's find an expensive building to make. I'm generating enough research, so I'm not too worried there. A cruise ship. Those are decently expensive. Boop. Problem solved. Yeah, I'm going to put my normal housing over here for the people who'll be taking care of this chunk of the region. So, of course, that means we need to invest in the proper infrastructure. Construction office. A little bit of housing, a modern apartment. Someone will have to take care of the apartments and the hotels.
I'm so furious.
All those things.
I cannot believe what just happened.
And the rebels have shown up. Because of course they did. But I have built more guard towers. Yep. Rebels, quite handily handled. But actually, I'm going to take a little break here, I think. Yeah. We're well on our course to traveling back in time to try and stop the nuclear apocalypse. So, on that note, we can take a little break. So, everyone who came around to watch the stream, thank you. Those of you who've watched afterwards, thank you to you as well. And we'll continue to play this and finish off the campaign before Tropico 6 comes out in 2018. Talk to you all later.